smart with his defense. And also, like I said, he was not as careless with his offense like he usually is. You see him in the past where he was just like kind of march 1-2, 1-2, throwing like these weird angle punches. But he didn't. I was ready for those. I was even trying to run them out at certain times and invite him to like lunch, but he didn't. So yeah, he played it safe. He knew he had to respect my game, and so did I. I respected his game, but his size didn't really make that much of a factor until the last round when my legs just got fatigued, but my lungs were still fine.
I know you pay a lot of attention to what goes on. Do you feel like from what you've seen, this was the best he's ever fought in the UFC?
I have to watch the fight again to see what it looked like. What it felt like was different. I wouldn't say it was the best he's ever fought from what I saw, but I'll have to watch the fight. But I don't think so. It was a lot closer than the judges were trying to make it out to be.
Obviously the whole thing about you trying to make history was got people interested in the fight. You also had the feud with John, right? The personal thing, and I know you wanted to fight John. Now that John is the heavyweight and you've been in there with the light heavyweight, is that out of the picture now, or do you still feel like in a couple months or whatever years you could fight John?
Never say never. Never say never. But right now, like I said, I'm going back down to 185 and getting my work done. But yeah, anyway, it's all good.
When you look at how you play the tactics for the 205-pound debut in the UFC, when you do move up again, will you still keep the same strategy of not putting on any extra weight and trying to keep yourself faster?
Right now, yeah, on this fight, this is not like blah blah blah. But tonight, get a fighter tonight. That's it. Like he respected me and I respected him, and we had a great showing of ourselves. But yeah, I'm not like heartbroken. I hate losing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, oh my god, fuck, you really embarrassed me. Like that was it. Like yeah, I felt like I had a great showing for myself. I represented my team very well. But now we go back to the drawing board, and it's kind of fun. Like I look forward to like this is the dip in my story. You know what I mean? This is the bit where the valley end, if you will, and then I rise up again like the phoenix that I am.
There's a moment in the third round, I think, where you tried like a jumping knee. And I had a little exchange in the last. Were you guys talking to each other or just sort of?
I can't remember what I said, but I kind of giggled because I was like, yeah, like nice try. But yeah, the guy's a good fighter, and he felt me. Like I took his best punches, and everyone was like, when you get touched by this guy, you go to sleep. I'm awake. He grabbed me double underhooks and took me down. I got back up when he gave me space. Listen, Billy, they're gonna see me and lick me, and they'll still love me. So that's all.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. It should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
27, Kareem Hunt.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Jordan, last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
Right? Grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out? and giving the ball back to their offense.
Crowder now to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
Wide open.
Down he goes. Matt Milano. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Darnold.
Damn, nigga, throw the ball.
Pressure gets to him again. Matt
This nigga act like a little
Milano
bitch.
able to get in there for his
D-line.
2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every play.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Switch on our depth chart after this game.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. Get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. It's Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Darnold to Mims. First down, Jets.
And 10 at the 12-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Take the fucking ball.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Allen. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Allen to throw once more. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Airing it out deep for Smith. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Allen.
What the fuck?
Muscle him here as he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of
Boy,
yardage
not
before
blessing
being
you.
dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
2nd down and goal. Darnold, that's complete right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
14.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Number 20.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen and Beasley with it over the middle.
Complete to Cole Beasley.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to Beasley, 1st down, Buffalo.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add. to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Again, the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Bills.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jabari Zuniga brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jermaine Edmonds on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Now it's Darnold. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts, and will make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
12-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Back to throw. Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards.
Now you got to score.
Second and 10. Allen to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense.